Alright guys, Metal Lab's back. We're finally recovered from Worlds. What is it, like 3 weeks ago at best? How have we not done stuff since? I don't know. I apologize. But we're back in action here. And we're going to start this first episode, back from our little hiatus, with a topic relating to Howard Brock's World Championship team. And the idea surrounding this episode is Areas of Disinterest. Alright, so an area of disinterest, in the sense of what I'm talking about right here, is an area of the board that becomes uninteresting to your opponent because you've put a non-valuable hard target in there. Yeah, I just said a lot of words that have no context yet, right? Specifically in the current metagame, or the current competitive meta to consider, is Ironheart and the ha Joker. Those are two characters that create what we like to call an area of disinterest. And the reason that area is disinteresting is those two characters are low value, often played and valued between... Ironheart's 25 points herself, and the Joker goes between 30 and 50, depending on how many points you feel like playing on it. The effort to kill that Joker is never worth the points that he's paid for. What's more, the effort to pay to kill Ironheart is often not reflective of the effort that you should be putting in. What I mean is, 25-point character that might die if you hit it, or might not die, is... And that chance, those odds that keep getting better in your favor, they still start in a bad position for you. And those characters often come on teams with higher value targets, targets that you do want dead. So for instance, if you have the Ironheart and a Joker on your team, and like Howard Brock had, he had a Goblin King, you want to get to that Goblin King. But wherever he puts the Ironheart and the Joker, you create an area around the map that you want nothing to do with, because you don't want to put the effort into that area. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why don't you Pulse Wave, why don't you Energy Explode, etc., etc. The problem with these particular characters is they don't die like normal characters die. And their point value is not reflective of how hard or easy they should be to kill. And that's really what makes those characters create this volume of avoidance. Sometimes, too, a 25-point character put in the middle of the map, if the effort isn't worth it, or it exposes a character to kill it, that character is often safe. Or if your opponent does take it, we like to call it taking the bait. You put a 25-point, 15-point character who you know is going to die to one shot out there, but in order to get to that character, your opponent is required to put themselves in danger. You can capitalize on that. And that's really a similar aspect to what these two characters create, but those two characters in a knowledgeable game state are not desirable to kill, not desirable to approach, and as a result, leave your big character, the more high-value target, fairly safe in a corner, or give them more distance to move around. So that's just something to think about, is characters along these lines. At first glance, a lot of people looked at Ironheart, looked at the nobody poo-pooed the ha Joker. Everybody was kind of iffy on the Ironheart. And ultimately what Ironheart comes down to is, I don't want to put that effort in. Right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill that character because there's something more important, and the point to effort ratio just isn't worth it to me. So all in all, that's the idea behind what's called the area of disinterest. The area of disinterest is characters put in there that are not desirable to attempt to kill, or often take more effort to kill than should be necessary, and as a result protect higher value targets from your team and give you more area of avoidance. I hope I didn't use too big of words or overcomplicate the issue with this episode. And I want you guys to give characters like Ironheart, give characters like the ha Joker, or any other character that might be at a low value, might have an obnoxious stop click or be hard to kill. Give them a try and, see what happens in that sense. And see if you can see your opponents attempting to either move around or take the bait and expose themselves. Outside of that, guys, once you give it a try, just remember you're getting some practice. And practice makes your team better.